I learned something about this house. The quietest moments are always the most dangerous. Yellow hoodie, black backpack, books instead of food containers this time. 2 years ago, I walked through Seoul carrying delivery bags just to survive another night. Now I carry lecture notes, but somehow the exhaustion looks the same. My attention stayed on tiny hands pulling at my hoodie sleeve. One of the teens clung to my leg, while the other sat beside my backpack, holding a yellow highlighter like treasure. Those aren't toys. The little boy laughed and hid the pen behind the back. The other stretched both hands upward, demanding to be carried. Seriously? I glanced at the clock. I'm already late. One of the twins steals my notes. Again? I reach down for them just as Joon-ho walks through the living room, holding shipment papers. I barely look up.
Why do these dealers keep changing sides?
He keeps walking. Money. Then, stop depending on loyalty. If contracts expire every year, people leave every year.
What are you saying?
Make them longer. 5 years. At least that one guarantees passive income. People break promises, remember? Contracts are harder. You know that. Then I kept moving. No reaction, no discussion, nothing. Just conversation. I picked one of the twins and went to the kitchen. Inside the kitchen, small snacks sat neatly prepared beside tiny cups. Everything arranged carefully, routine, structure, survival habits. The habits of someone who learned early that chaos was expensive. I placed him down gently. Not fighting today, okay? The twin stared at me without blinking. Too young to explain attachment, old enough to feel absence. I grabbed my notes. One twin followed me downward the corridor. Another stumbled after me carrying the stolen highlighter. The mansion doors opened. Cold morning air entered briefly. Outside, one guard watched me adjusting my backpack straps.
See her. She still looks like she's late for work.
Students never realize that people start watching them.
I barely noticed them, but I heard anyway. And just like that, I laughed. The twins stood there quietly, confused. The mansion suddenly felt larger. In this house, nobody noticed when the student became part of the system. The sound of my backpack zipper does something strange. For a second, I'm not in the mansion anymore. 2 years ago, I'm carrying food deliveries through Seoul trying to survive another month. Same yellow hoodie, different bag. Funny thing is, the weight feels exactly the same. Back then, it was unpaid fees, late rent. Now it's exams. Some problem change clothes. That's all. The night my life changed, I thought I was delivering food. Then train doors open, present day. Noise, movement, no more people. I prefer crowds. Invisible people survive longer. Luxury gets remembered. Crowds don't. I don't know it yet, but somewhere else, someone already knows I left the house. And movement always creates opportunity. By afternoon, the university looked exactly like every exam season in Seoul. Coffee cups, laptop chargers, students pretending panic could still be organized. I sat near the window, notes everywhere, pen moving faster than my brain. At some point, I stopped studying. I started surviving out loud. 8 a.m., building C. If I skip the second review, I can still finish chapter 7 before. The tutor glanced up briefly.
You're still bringing 3 papers this week?
I nodded. I have to. The tutor didn't ask anything else. Didn't need to. Simple words, ordinary words. But ordinary words become dangerous when people start paying attention.
2147. This is strange. Team, I have a question. Who used badge 2147 Tuesday?
What?
Yes, 2147 on Tuesday.
But that badge was deactivated 6 months ago.
Then who used it at 11:47 a.m.?
Deep inside the mansion, the twins wandered through the living room restlessly. One carried my notebook upside down. The other sat near the staircase hugging the sleeve of my hoodie I left behind that morning. too young to explain why they felt unsettled, old enough to know their person wasn't there. Joon-ho watched silently from across the room.
The teens almost never stayed these restless. Not unless I was gone too long. What did you say? Mom? Mom? Oh wow. No. This is D. Say D. Now, since the university is involved, I need to do something to allow her to have exams. Watch her. If she notices you, you failed.
And the lit hallway, shift rotation, a low-ranking guard checked his phone nervously. A message appeared, then disappeared. No names, no instructions, just movement. Dae-hyun understood something most people ignored. Invisible men noticed everything. Inside another room, shipment schedules changed hands. Movement logs shifted. Access routes updated. No violence, no guns, just systems. Because systems rarely collapsed from attack, they collapsed from unnoticed openings. And somewhere outside that mansion, I was still thinking about exams, still highlighting chapters, still believing the day was normal. By nightfall, the mansion doors opened slowly. I stepped inside exhausted, backpack hanging low, notes still in my hands. The house felt quieter, different. Then suddenly, tiny footsteps, fast, uncontrolled. The twins reached me immediately. One wrapped tiny arms around my leg. The other reached straight from my backpack zipper. I laughed softly despite the exhaustion. Again? The little boy smiled proudly while pulling out another stolen highlight. For a moment, the mansion stopped feeling like a fortress, just home. Upstairs, Minso stood silently near the second floor corridor, unreadable expression, watching. But something felt different, small, almost invisible, like something moved while I was away, and rooms shifted without making noise. In this house, the most dangerous moments weren't when someone broke in, they were when someone walked out.